Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly outlook video. So in this video we are going to break down every asset plan for the week. Okay, so we'll start off as usual with our news. Okay, so let's just get started here. If you see, on Monday this week again we got zero news. So this doesn't mean that there is not going to be setups again. If in Monday you can be looking for setups, if they you think are high probability, you can jump on them. Apart from that, there is no news which will help you as a volatility injector on those pairs. So you just have to be cautious and wait for the right volume to kick in, then you trade that. Okay, on Tuesday we got news on CAD. We have CAD CPI, so you can be looking for trades near CAD or any other pairs. Okay, so that's a trading day, and so the entire rest of the week. On Wednesday again we have a NZD news, and then it's GBP2, and of course USD at the end, which is FOMC meeting minutes. Not much important as the results one. Okay, now on Thursday we got news on Euro, GBP and USD. That's a nice trading day in my opinion, so make sure to keep your eyes on there. Okay, and on Friday we have USD news. Powell will be speaking, nothing much important, but still a very good volatility injector, and that's a nice trading day. And we also got this something which I don't believe important. Okay, so now let's jump into the chart and try to understand. Okay, so we'll start off with DXY. Okay, so on monthly time frame it is still in this chop range. Okay, we have been chopping, so there's nothing much to talk about in the monthly time frame, so let's just jump on the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, what we did here is uh I don't know which one to look for. You can just go with anyone. It just says the same thing. So we can see we closed below this previous week candle low, and we have been like kind of bearish pattern on the H4 too. So for the next week, I would draw on liquidity on DXY. First draw on liquidity, it can be this low, which you see on the screen, which is 97.042. And maybe depending upon how we react from, then we decide something else, but initially that is going to be your drawn liquidity, which means you can be looking for longs on euro and the other XUSD pairs. Okay, and in the daily time frame, if you see here, so we have been respecting the bearish PD arrays here. For example, you can see we are respecting this, we are respecting this, right? So we have been respecting these bearish PD arrays, so that which means that the trend and the market is more on the bearish side. So it's good to keep looking for shorts until you see some bullish price action. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I would be looking for shorts on DXY, which means longs on XUSD pairs till this low at least, and it depends upon how we react there. We can be targeting the next lows for the week if we can't go higher from there, as this low, and then maybe this, which I don't believe we'll have such huge move next week. Okay, now going on the euro pair, euro USD. Let's start off with weekly time frame. It says the same thing. Okay, uh so we swept out this previous month low candle. Okay, and now we have been trading above. I don't expect much short of expansion this month that we might go above this. We may go, but for now I am not expecting that. We still have a very huge move. All right, so I would be watching this till these highs if offered. Okay, same goes with DXY. It can definitely happen if it wanted to, okay, but you don't need to think that higher just for day trading purpose. So here you have this weekly time frame sweep. We have such good respect right now, and if you even look at this, so this was actually a H4 fair value gap on the futures chart, which I did miss. Okay, this was the H4 fair value gap from where we reacted from. If you look at the CME chart, you can see it's a very clean H4 fair value gap. So what I expect for the next week is that actually the Forex chart is, sorry, CME chart is looking better. So I would be interested in seeing some expansion. Maybe we will get some retracement, which we will see to, and your first target is going to be this high for the next week for longs. Okay, and I think that will give you a very good setup. You just have to wait for the reaction because we have multiple POIs to trade off. We are still holding this on the CME chart. There's H4 fair value gap, so you can be looking forward to that and see what the market offers you. Now on the GBP chart, it's again, if you look at the weekly time frame, it's looking awesome, right? Though we got this equal lows at the low here, but if you look at the closing here, we got a nice closing and we got the nice reaction from that order block. Okay, and that it's very obvious that we took out this high, which was the target for the last week. Okay, and looking at this candle, I still expect the market to take out this week's high, at least as our first drawn liquidity, and then we will decide what to do based on the reaction. So if you look at the H4 time frame, okay, now let's remove this. Yeah, so here you can see we have been rejecting off from this H4 fair value gap here, though it's not the best reaction, but yeah, definitely it's a POI market can look into. Okay, and now here you have this buy side liquidity, and again it will be same thing that you have to just wait for the reaction from those key levels. For example, you have these two POI. So if the market offers you the price, come back to this area, you got some reaction from there, you can be looking for setups, because see, you first things first you look for is bias. So bias is pretty much clear here, but apart from that, once you have multiple levels to react from, you just have to wait for the reaction and the confirmation there. So that's the same thing you're gonna do. You're gonna wait for the market to offer you some good structure on the lower time frame, and then you're gonna trade. Rest, if you wanted to gamble, you can just aggressively take your own trades. You don't need to even watch this video. Now going into the next pair, which is USD CAD. I just wanted to share this because we have CPI and this might offer you some good setups. So if you look here, it is showing you a very nice structure for the upside. Okay, so again here we reacted from this H4 fair value gap. Okay, and if you just wanted to see the weekly time frame perspective, look at the very strong close we had, and now you can expect the market to go higher from it depending upon the structure we have right now. Okay, so with the news we'll see what it does. Okay, but it's really looks nice to pull some longs if offered from these POIs, if you get the entry. Now going into the next pair, which is gold, I wanted to use the future charts here. It is still one of the pair which is lagging, but still I believe and what I've seen is that the future chart is more clean to read, apart from the forex pairs, forex charts. So here we can see we had the sweep of these highs. All right, so and then we are basically trading in a bearish order flow. Considering the fact that we have the fair value gap here, it is still not showing any respect to this, which means you can still be looking for shots next week on gold. And maybe if you get some nice reaction, then the confirmation, you can be targeting these lows, which are going to be my drawn liquidity. I will still think I'm not a blind shorter this time. I would be intraday trader, but yeah, if you talk about the bias, that is something I can see on the chart and I can tell you. So I would be looking for shots on gold with the reaction from the key levels, and yeah, that's something I see on this pair, because gold has been different charts on different brokers, and often it's not clean, for at least this time. So it's always good to wait for the reaction and trade based on the lower time frame, so that you just don't get fucked up, right? So now, apart from the forex, let's go on the indices part, which is Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq here is quite interesting. We just took out this previous month, we can say. Yeah, we took out the previous month high here. Okay, and now we got this IRL here. So I would be interested to see what the market does, because that is also an area of interest where the market may reverse from. I mean, I'm still, again, you need to have more confirmations, but it's definitely an area you have to keep your mind into. Okay, that it may do it things, so it can go lower. Though I'm not expecting that much of them. Okay, I will again see what the market offers us. Apart from that, if you just look at the daily time frame, we are at this daily order block with SMT at the lows. Okay, which you can see here. So we got the SMT at the lows, and I wanted to see some more reaction and some more structure before trading it. So yeah, I will update it in our Discord. I will be trading it live again, so we will see what it offers. For now, that's only thing you can see on this screen is that is giving you an SMT on the daily order block or fair value gap, which shows you it should go higher, but still you need more confirmation. You can do one thing, you can wait for, you know, if it give you one more sweep to the lower side and then structure and then we try to flip this previous all-time highs, that gives you a nice reaction, and it will give you good confirmation that, oh, now we can target these highs next. If not, you can be looking for charts, we will see. But yeah, you still need more confirmation, and same goes with this pair too. Okay, right, so we will be looking forward to this and we will decide what to do. Still, you need just patience here, because this is the area where the market might retrace from. Okay, it will not retrace from here, it will not retrace from here, but this has some signs, so just you need to be a little cautious and just wait for little confirmation. Apart from this, it's very clean. Okay, you just need to wait for the lower time frame confirmation. Now coming on to Bitcoin and other crypto asset. All right, so if you see on how we are closing these weekly candle, if I tell you my opinion on these charts, what I see is that the price should come to this order block area once one more time, took out the low once again, and if you remember, I just got this bottom too, so I'm not like, oh, we are not coming back to this area or not. That is different thing, and then go higher. Okay, that is something I am expecting from the crypto market. If you look at the daily candle or daily chart again here, you can see the structure is not with you. You just have to wait in these conditions if you are bullish. If you are bearish, you can be pulling shorts if you are interested. But if you look and understand what I'm trying to say, it's not giving you a bullish structure as of now. So what you have to do is you have to wait and see. You don't need to be a bullish all the time. I mean, I'm telling you, if you're a trader, if you're watching my video, and if you're still watching this video, I know it's a long video, so understand you don't need to be a longer every time. You just wait and have to see, fuck your faith, and see what you and trade what you see on the charts. Okay, so here you can see that we have this order block. Okay, if your market shows you bullish signs, for example, and then or maybe it can still, you know, come to these highs. We will see what it does. We still have time for weekly close and everything. So if it come to this high, and it can maybe take out these, you know, liquidity, and then it can go lower too, or maybe it can just go lower from this order block. You just have to wait and wait for the reaction, or if it managed to hold above, that's a bullish sign. You can be pulling longs after that. So here you just have to wait and watch. But what favors the higher time frame, still a bearish thing. So if the market comes to these highs or maybe these order block, that is an area of interest to take a short from. Is that a short signal? No, that is not. You just have to wait for the lower time frame confirmation again to execute that trade. Apart from that, I will be trading everything live this week in Discord, so you don't need to, you know, jungle a lot if you are in the Discord. Okay, now apart from this, let's go on Ethereum, which is our bullish chart. So if you remember, everyone was talking about we are going to all-time highs this week, but we couldn't. I mean, this was my target 3.6, which I told you last week that my drawn liquidity is going to be 4631, something what we did. And now see on the 4-hour time frame, let me check weekly ones. So it is something which is bullish, but I see next week to be little bit chop, which is pretty much okay after such an expansion move to the upside. So we can be seeing some chops to the upside, and then maybe from this IFVG we can dump. I would love to see if it does, so we will see what it does basically. Okay, so just keep an eye. I'm not a biggest shorter of Ethereum because it has its strength. Okay, and I was longer of course, but I'm not shorting it right now, but we will see again. So yeah, and now let's go on the chart which was requested by the members. So we got two requests, one on ADA and second on res. I don't know if you're asking from investment advice or something. Well, I don't advise any investment stuff because I'm not a great fundamental guy to follow. But if you talk about the technicals, we are reacting from this daily fair value gap here. Okay, we got the nice close. It shows some bullish shine on what coin it is, res USDT, which is your whatever name it is, renzo USD. Okay, so it's showing some nice signs. If it gives you some structure, it is a bullish coin. It has some bullish structure. If Bitcoin don't ruins your plan, then it is a good long. It may offer some good longs. Going into the ADA, it is like I've been analyzing it since a while. So if you bought here, if you're talking about investment stuff, if you bought here, it's good for you. Let it run higher. I still see money flowing into alt. So see, I'm not bearish and I'm not thinking alt season will not come. I still think Bitcoin will be a little weaker now, and we may see money, even Ethereum a little bit, and we might see price going into the high caps, mid caps and low caps. Not so early, but that's where the process may start from. So just trade the levels, I would say. Just wait and watch. You don't need, I mean, there's no such level to trade off right now, so I cannot tell you anything here because we reacted off from the levels already. If market retraces back to this level, if then you might pull some swing longs. Okay, if it does, let me even check if we have some 618 from here. Yep, so you can be looking for longs if the market comes to this area. That would be good swing longs if you wanted to wish, or you can even buy a spot based on your own fundamental research. All right, so that is ADA for you, and I think it's a quite long video now. So if you're still watching this video, I really appreciate that. I hope the weekly outlook video is helping you and will help again. And I'll see you till the time. Thank you so much for watching this till the end. Make sure you drop a comment if you're still watching. Till the time, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day. Keep trading and make sure you have the good risk management. Thank you so much.